Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. So today we're back in Create a Sim, making another Sims, or in this instance Sims actually, because we are creating a family today. We are making the Allwynds family, which have a bit of a backstory. I'm really excited for this Create a Sim because I actually made the Allwynds Summer Estate, which was posted yesterday on my channel, which was in collaboration with the lovely Simified, which was really fun, and I built it and he furnished it. So if you haven't seen that, then go check that out. That will be on my channel. So yeah, we're making the Allwynds family. So yesterday when I was making the house, I was like designing it and everything like a normal build, and then I sort of started to have like an idea of what kind of family would live there and everything, and I came up with this whole little storyline in my head of this family and everything. So yeah, I decided to hop into Create a Sim and bring them to life, so that's who we are making today. So we start off with Mr. Allwynds here, and his name is Jace. So we start off with Jace, and we are going through, and we've already done his facial features, and I think he turns out to be such a good looking Sim. This whole family, I'm so happy with how they turned out. They're all so good looking, and they look great, and I just love how they turned out. So yeah, we're going through, and I'm trying to find like the sort of style that I want to give him here. I wasn't sure whether to go still sort of like really business, or more like fashionable, or super young. I wasn't sure, so we flipped through a bunch of different options and stuff. I do go for like fashionable smart in the end. Like, it's definitely on trend what he's wearing. So I use these custom content jeans, and I pair them with like these loafers, and then I give him like a little short sleeve shirt, and I think that he looks so cool. Like, you know, like a dad, but still super on trend. They are both adults, the parents, which I know sounds stupid, but I usually make young adult Sims, so I actually had to make adult Sims this time because they had kids, because the game doesn't allow you to have young adults and then have like a teenage Sim, which I suppose makes sense because, I don't know, if a teenage Sim is supposed to be like 18 or whatever, and a young adult Sim is supposed to be like 25, then there's only 7 years between them, so that is a bit unrealistic. But, I mean, you can do it if you do it manually, but if you do it, like with genetics, it won't do it for you, I don't think. So anyway, I made adult Sims, and we're going through, and we're giving him all of his different outfits here. Male Sims are so much quicker to create than female Sims, because there's just generally less options, I think, and you don't have to do makeup, and their hairstyle probably doesn't really change from like formal to everyday to sleepwear. It kind of stays the same, so it's quite easy, I guess. His lifetime wish is to be fabulously wealthy. Now, the Allwynds are definitely a rich family, and that's the kind of like backstory that I gave them, and their status is very high, and they're like a respected family and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of like, it ties into their summer estate that I built yesterday. Like, it's not, they don't have like one property, they have like a few, and that's just their summer house that they go to during the summer, and all that kind of stuff. So we're making Mrs. Allwynds now, or also known as Michelle Allwynds, and she turned out to be a really beautiful Sim, but I don't know, I was really struggling with Michelle at first. I just couldn't get it to go right, and I don't know, I tried doing her nose a bunch of times, and her eyes weren't going right either, and I couldn't decide what to make her wear, and I wasn't sure of her hair colour, and everything I was picking I wasn't 100% sure on, but we got there in the end, and I think her overall finished look I was really happy with in the end. So as you can see, we're going in and tweaking a bunch of different facial features and all that kind of stuff. So actually there are 3 children. They are a teenage girl, and then there's 2 twin boys. And that was to go along with, in collaboration with Simified on the build yesterday. I built it and then he furnished it, so I wasn't sure like what he was going to do. I kind of had an idea for the family, knowing it wanted to be a big family, but I wasn't sure what kind of genders I wanted to make the kids, or how many of each gender, or how many kids in general. So the house has 4 bedrooms, and the Simified furnished one as a joint boys room, and then one as a teenage girls room, and then a master bedroom and a guest bedroom. So I did a teenage girl and 2 twin boys to match that sort of thing. So like when they went to their summer house during the summer, that they'd have their own bedrooms there and everything, and they'd be themed towards them and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, as you can see here, we were just finishing off Michelle's face and giving her some hair and makeup and all that kind of stuff, and now we're going through and trying to decide on what to make her wear. So this dress you see right here is the final dress that we decide on, and I go through so many different options before I come back to that dress. I just couldn't find anything that I liked. I don't know, nothing was working. Again, I wasn't sure what kind of Sim I wanted to make her, because I had this whole backstory in my head of what I wanted them to be, this sort of a very affluent family and well recognised and all that kind of thing. I thought maybe I should go like she should be very like 50s mum with pearls and all that kind of stuff. But then I was like, nah, I don't really like that idea. So I just couldn't decide what to give her, and I wanted to make her look very sort of like what's the word, like mature sort of thing, but not like old, but just like age appropriate as well as being fashionable and stuff. So like the whole overall family feel is like they all love each other very much, and like the kids like hanging out with their parents and all that kind of stuff, and they like spending time together as a family, and they've always got each other's backs, and they're very, very well off, but it's all about family when it comes to these guys. So I don't know, I just like making little stories up sometimes. It just brings a little extra to the game than just playing with random Sims. So it was quite nice to do this, and I was definitely excited to show you guys, as well as obviously the house build yesterday with Simified, like I've said. So if you want to check that out, then you can. It's on my channel, and his part is now up, the furnishing part is now up, so you can go check that out as well. So this is the dress that we finally go for, this one here, and we put it in this white colour, and it looks so cool. I really like it. And then we gave her some nude heels and just like a ring. You will notice, I don't know if you can see it too well, but I do go through and put a wedding ring on Michelle and Jace's finger on every single one of their outfits, which I do forget on some, and then I go back and like add it on, because I really like doing that when I do married Sims, like add a ring to both of them, because obviously a ring is like a global symbol of marriage. So I just think it's like a nice touch, a nice realistic touch to add to the Sims sometimes. Going through, and we're doing her formal wear now. We'll go on to formal wear, and again, struggle city. I just couldn't decide what to put her in. We go for this dress here. I decided, like, just pick something. You've liked this one, don't look at any other options, because I was struggling so much. Obviously this is sped up, so it doesn't look as bad as it actually was when I was doing it. So and we're giving her some shoes and stuff, and then we are gonna go and give her some very like minimal jewellery. It wasn't too much. Moving on to athletic wear. If you're wondering why the top half of her disappeared for a second there, it's because I custom content top that I have, it like clips with bottoms, and then it like completely cuts the top of the sim off. It's a bit weird, but it works with other stuff. So anyway, we're giving her sleepwear, which is super cute. I gave her this movie hangout top, and then I paired it with some base game frilly shorts, but they come in like the same creamy colour, and I thought they looked like really cute little pyjamas, so that's what I gave her in the end. Her party wear, again, I really love. I use this custom content skirt that I just downloaded the other day. It's like super glamorous, but also like casual. It looks really comfy, like something you might see somebody wear on holiday. And I thought if they were having a house party while at their summer estate, then this is something like casual yet still really glam that she might wear there, and sort of thing. And then I just give her like a bustier type thing and some shoes, obviously, which I go through and can't decide on these colours, but I go for this sort of goldy kind of skirt and then the black bustier with the gold zip, because it all matches in really nicely, and I think she looks amazing. So really happy with how she turned out in each one of her outfits. I think she looks great. And then we are going through and just gonna go to her swimwear, which is her final look. And obviously I made sure they all had really cool swimwear, because in their summer estate they will be spending lots of time outside in the swimming pool for sure, because that is what summer is all about. So going through and giving her her traits here. Her lifetime wish is to be Mansion Baron, I believe is the correct title of the lifetime wish, but it basically means where you want to have the biggest, grandest house out of everyone. So I thought, yeah, the parents are both family oriented as well, because like I said, this family is very family oriented. So yeah, going through and doing the two guys here, the twins. First of all, we've got, I believe this is Cooper. It's Cooper and Cody, but I can't remember which one is which. I think this is Cooper, and he's more of a fashionable little guy. He likes his clothes, and he's very much into how he looks and all that kind of stuff, and he'll definitely be a bit of a player when he's older. And then Cody is more into his sports, and he's a bit more immature, so he's definitely more like still into playing with his toys and everything, whereas Cooper is a bit more mature and a bit more grown up. But they're definitely the best of friends and love hanging out with each other, so it's really cool. And so we're going through and just doing all of his outfits here. Again, doing the kids is so easy because there's not as many choices as the adults, so I just zipped through this so quick. It was unbelievable. So if you blinked, you missed it pretty much. So just doing his swimwear and stuff, and then adding his traits. So I made him outgoing because I thought, yeah, he's definitely going to be a player when he's older with his little leather jacket on. I just love that. So using the genetic system, which is literally one of the best features in The Sims 4, it just looks so good. So I created his twin, and he looks slightly different. I wouldn't say they were identical, so which I really liked. I thought that was a cool touch. So Here's Cody. He's definitely more into his like athletic wear, playing soccer or football, whatever you call it. He's more into his sports, so we're giving him a tracksuit, and I gave him like a soccer football shirt on his everyday wear. You know, he's chill, he doesn't care what he's wearing, but then his playful side in this space onesie for sleepwear, you know, he's still like a big kid at heart. He's not too into anything like grown up, so yeah. And then giving him his swimwear here, and I do go back and change Cooper's swimwear to something a bit more trendy with some Ray-Bans and some short shorts, just because I thought that suited his personality. So we make Cody athletic as well. And now we are creating the lovely daughter of this family, and I cannot remember her name. Charlie, that's her name, Charlie. We're making Charlie, and she's just stunning. I think the genetics tool is so cool as well, especially if you're making a lot of Sims, because you can just make like one or two and then play with the genetics to make all the others, and you haven't got to mess around with their face or whatever, because they look just like their parents or sister or grandmother or son or whoever you're making. It just looks so good. So, and we're going through and going to do a bunch of her outfits. She's definitely a very sexy Sim, I'd say. She's definitely like a grown-up teenager. She's not too young. She's definitely on the way to adulthood. I'd say she was more of a young adult than a teen, but I do make her a teen just so that, you know, they're still all kids basically. But she's definitely on her way to young adulthood, and she likes to be dressed up and always looking fine and, you know, that kind of thing. And she's looking for love. She's definitely a romantic Sim. So yeah, I gave her dark hair, so she's got the same colour hair as her dad, and the boys have got the same colour hair as their mum, so a little bit blonder than mum, because mum probably bleaches her hair. But yeah, so we're giving her this very sexy formal wear, you know, going a bit more mature, even though she's younger. So yeah, I really like how she turned out, and then giving us some branded joggers, some Calvin Klein stuff, which again is custom content, but it's all fun. I just like playing around with different ideas and storylines and stuff, and it was just super fun to make these guys. So if you want to download them, then of course you totally can. They are on the gallery under the Allwynds family, or you can find them via the hashtag EndlxssSims or Endless or Allwynds family. So definitely go check out their summer estate build on my channel as well as Simified's furnishing part of it. It was a super fun, you know, house to make, family to make, and I just had a great time with it, and I'm hoping maybe I'll make like their main house as well as their summer estate. So yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun with them at the moment. I actually moved them into the house yesterday, and within 2 minutes they had already set it on fire, so they're definitely a fun family to play with. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and yeah, I will talk to you all later. Bye everyone.